Hey guys, if you watched our last little episode or video that we put up, we said that we were going to talk about some things that Devin said on Twitter. This would be really short, but it really irritated Scotty. So like we need to talk about it. And Scotty likes Devin.
I really do like Devin. And
it's a love
I still like Devin. It's just like, he's acting like the people he calls out every season right now. I'm like, anyway, I'm going to show the screenshot here, so I'm going to read it. He said, let's recap my performance in the 5 missions Emerald won. 1, strategy of weighing down the great wins it. 2, I pull 1 of 2 plugs. 3, Our Ladies dominated. What the fuck does that mean? What does that have to do with you? He literally said, recap my performances. And then he said, Our Ladies dominated. Anyway.
That's not your performance, but
4, lead the squad in shipwrecked. 5, strategy of less trips, full bags is the difference. I suck at everything though.
I mean,
okay, so one of those is you actually performing versus just like strategy, which, not to knock it, it's just like, you said recap my performance and now you're talking about, okay, well, I led the team to do this and I have the strategy of this, blah blah blah. I'm like, so you didn't.
You can't only be the brains, you got to be a little brawn, or else that's literally what people were saying, is you really didn't do anything.
And to put it lightly, everyone's a little irritated with Devin right now, of just him people being like, so
Stop.
Almost died 5 times though, or like people calling him out on like not having stamina, and like he tried to be like, yeah, I don't have stamina. It's like, okay, cool, glad we both agree on that. Like,
that's not a good thing. Anyways, now you're making my point make sense, sir.
It's just,
why can't you just admit? Not even like, I feel like he's trying to be like, I admit, yeah, I'm not, I don't have the most stamina or whatever. Okay, that's great. I would rather you admit, you're right. I didn't do much, but I'm still here, so suck it. Like, that's what I
or just like be like, yeah, Emerald has more people. Like, obviously we have an advantage. Like, but that's just like the elephant in the room that they don't want to talk about. It's like, you have more people. That's fine to say. Like,
oh, they're
like, no, guys, we're just really good. I'm like,
it's a combo. It's not all that.
Again, and I already said this, you had the same amount of people at first, but very quickly it became Emerald has more people, and a bunch of like weird stuff was happening with like people leaving Ruby and like switching teams, whereas Emerald really just stayed the same except for switching out Tori with Amanda, which really did make a difference. But Devin tried to make it seem like, oh, the one loss was because it was the week after we got Amanda. It threw off our whole strategy. I'm like,
it didn't in these last comps. I don't know if it'll make a difference later, but right now it really didn't.
It's, no one likes a cocky competitor or winner, and the fact that he is so like up and like trying to like prove that he's like this like beast of like a person. It's like, listen,
we all
have the strategy that won. Like, you can have the winning strategy and lose because you don't have the team to do it.
Yeah,
like
he's giving Johnny Banana vibes, but without the wins, for one. And they hate each other. So I'm like, why are you acting like you're him now? Like, you rule this house. And then 2, it's also just like, what? Like, I just don't understand. Like, the part of why I like Devin is because he was relatable, and he tried, but he knew he didn't, wasn't the strongest, biggest guy, but he's
like the snarky one. He's like sarcastic, but like he's like genuinely serious. And it's like, what are you doing?
Way too big-headed, and I feel like it's like it's just rubbing everyone the wrong way. Like, you said it yourself, the tweets are not in his favor, even after he tried to say, I mean, I don't know what he thought he was doing because it did nothing, but he thought he was saying something, and everyone's like, yeah, no.
Well, also coming off the Josh situation, I feel like people are just kind of annoyed with that whole, like,
all those
And again, I can't really blame people because we're just kind of in the dark on like a lot of things. So it just leaves people to speculate. But it's just kind of irritating when like you have to hear about like something from like one person's like Twitter and like that's all you have to go off of. And like
I know, I'm like,
they get
or
mad for people speculating. It's like they didn't cover it, so I don't know what you want us to do.
yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's obviously it sparked people's interest. So, you know, people talk about it. It's human nature to be curious or nosy or whatever you want to call it. And then also it was the way they edited it. Edited it. I can never say that. The way they edited it, you know what I mean? The way they got made, because it was a little choppy without an explanation. Of course, people are going to be like, wait, what happened? And then some people are going to want to like, you know, Ashley's not one to stay quiet. So she's going to want to say something. And then the people who feel however they feel about her, what happened and her saying something are going to say something, but no one wants to actually say anything. So until someone finally speaks up, which I think will happen eventually, God knows how long, when I don't care anymore, we still don't know. And it's weird.
Yeah, you can check out a video we made again the day after that episode aired, so we don't cover absolutely everything that's been out now,
But everything,
yeah, everything that was available at the time. Really not much
has
new
changed.
has come out, like, and I'm sure it'll kind of die down and then someone will tweet about it and it'll respark it, but we'll see.
Until then, we'll be watching the Twitterverse. You will. And then, you know, until then, Devin is, you know, he's given clown behavior.
Devin, I like Devin. It's just there's something about him this season that is like him and CT have both just like completely turned for me, where I'm like, I used to really like you, and like something is just off this season.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. For me, it's a love-hate relationship with Devin.
Yeah.
I love him on TV. I think I would hate him in person. And then right now I'm just like, I love you, but what are you doing? This isn't even you. This is you with a slight taste of power. Maybe I don't like you. I don't know. I do like him. I don't know. And then he tweets this and I'm like, I don't know. But whatever else might pop off or happen, we will talk about it. Any new episodes, stay watching this channel. We talk about it. But in order to do that, you're going to need to like, comment, share, subscribe.